China's efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions are multi-pronged. They include a commitment to wind and solar, but they're also the global leader in producing electric vehicles. China is responsible for more than half of all new EV sales around the world. I had the opportunity to drive the latest EV models being produced in China. Oh, this is the part of the trip I was really looking forward to, my chance to get behind the wheel of some of these EVs here in China. But what I wasn't told was that the budget is really, really small, so this is all they can afford. It's one of these tiny EVs, but it does help you navigate some of these smaller roads, which you find were really kind of jammed with cars. You can see one right over here. But at any rate, I'm on my way now to try some of these other really expensive high-end EVs.
Nice to meet you, Mike. You can call me Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Yeah, my day job is I explain the Chinese car market to the world, and we've put together a lineup of cars for you to experience. Each is distinctive in their own way.
Yeah, I can't wait.
This is the SSR.
Oh, man.
And guess how much this car costs in China after tax?
300, 400, 500?
160,000.
Oh my gosh.
So that sounds like a big price tag, but when you compare, this is full carbon fiber. You're paying for these really genuine supercar material and supercar performance.
Right.
Then this price seems like a bargain. You're gonna have a go at this later.
Wow, it's beauty.
Talking about your own car,
Yeah.
it's slightly less
I was
impressive.
gonna say, it doesn't cost as much, does it?
Yeah, but this is the segment where China has the biggest advantage.
It's super for the bank account at least, right?
Yeah, and it's easy to park.
The face of greener transport is the Wuling Hongguang Mini, a dinky two-door runaround that sells for a fraction of the price. China's most popular electrical vehicle to date, it has sold more than 1.2 million units.
方便，而且便捷。你看充电到处都有充电桩，而且停车位都是为这种新能源摆的。像我们这个车可以这样停。如果你要车位那种大的汽车就停不进去。没有这种充电器在家。
Chang Tao is 47 and lives in Luzhou.
3.3万这样。如果在我之前买还要便宜，2万多就得了。第一批车买的时候就更加便宜，因为那时候这帮太多人在观望了，观望的特别多，因为他们怕各方面措施跟不上，比如说那种充电桩啊有没有啊，还有这个停车位啊都是免费的，就是政府补贴啊，可以这样那样啊。以前停车根本不用抢位置，现在太多了，到处都是，所以。
Latest model is around 3 meters long and less than 1.5 meters wide. It seats 4 people and contains a lithium battery that runs for up to 215 kilometers on a single charge.
就是为了上下班，不是为了比如说人家说这个车就是拿来接送孩子啊、买菜啊、上下班的，但是你如果一家3口是做不了的。
The car is built here in Luzhou. Because of the success, the government has responded by providing charging stations, discounted parking spots, and preferential policies for buyers.
说实话，把大家买电车，可能就是因为油费比较贵啊，以我们的可能就是目前的工资水平，怕是养不起那个车。所以其实包括我和我周围的一些同学同事啊，大家都是选择新能源电车的。在柳州这个地方，其实有个便利的是，我们充电桩非常的多，而且很多停车场啊，它针对新能源车是有那个叫啥来着？停车可能免费2个小时这样的一种优惠，所以在柳州这个地方买新能源还是比较不错的。
Many buyers spend additional money to personalize their cars with brightly colored polka dots, racing stripes, and anime cartoons.
About the one behind you, this car is famous for its autonomous driving. We're going to go on the public roads later.
Wow, I can't wait. And then we've got another one.
Yeah, the big selling point of this car is that it can charge, but the killing point is it swaps. When you swap the battery, it's 5 to 6 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay, I can't wait, but can we start with this one first?
Of course.
All right.
Let's try it. It's a lot of power.
Wow, this thing is like a rocket ship.
From 0 to 100, this car on the right tire is under 2 seconds. Is your blood pressure okay?
So quick to accelerate too. It really is a supercar. Let me just see if I can sprint past everybody. Oh my gosh, amazing. And there's still more to it. I mean, I can really...
completely.
Wow.
As I said, to fully experience this car, you need to go to a track.
Kind of driving slow, I don't want to give it up.
We are now in the assisted driving mode. If you see this blue line appearing on screen, that means this vehicle is in control. And this is what we call the bird's eye view, what the car sees in real time.
All sides and way off in the distance too, so you can see something.
And it puts camera in the best possible position. We have camera vision on every angle. We have LiDAR to detect the distance. Put them all together. We put together a sensor system that is very robust.
It's just mind-boggling. I know that this is normal for you, but for a guy coming from the West who doesn't see this, it's pretty amazing.
Hey now, sit down.
Okay.
The inspiration for the self-driving cars came from working with robots.
China is kind of the center of it because China is the biggest market for robots worldwide and also the fastest growing market. So it's really the right place to be in China if you want to do robotics.
His team consists of students and software technicians helping to give robotics a new face.
My robots, they have wheels, they drive around, so they can go everywhere. And so they have to use sensors to see what is around them, such that they don't drive into other things. One of my main research areas is on mapping for robots. So that really means that the robot should drive around, and while it's drive around, it should make a model of the environment. So it should remember, for example, that I saw a table here, or I saw a door there, and it should remember there's a wall, and here's free space where I can drive. So it's a really essential task. It's used for many applications.
One of these applications is search and rescue. Built to endure difficult terrain, these wheeled robots are being programmed to help save lives where humans cannot.
One main motivation for rescue robotics is actually to help people if there's an earthquake, to really help them. Rescue robots is very interesting because it's very difficult, right? Rescue robots go into terrain which is destroyed, and then the idea is, if I have a solution that works for a rescue robot, it will also work for all kinds of other robots. So that's why rescue robots is a little bit popular in robotics research in general, because it's the most difficult problem. If we solve that one, we can use it for all kinds of other problems.
As a longtime player in the rescue robotics arena, Sven Fieger has seen time and time again that when one door closes, many others can open.
I've been active in rescue robotics since 2005, but since I'm in Shanghai Tech, I pursue a new approach to it where I think that I should use very small robots that are still very capable, and for this I want to use smartphone technology. So I want to use the investment from the industry and apply it to robotics. So I have the smartphone as a controller for a really small and lightweight and cheap robot that is still very powerful because I can install very complicated software on the phone.
One such problem is behind the wheel.
If you have an autonomous car, you need to have all the sensors, and then you need to perceive the environment. You need to find out where's the road and where are obstacles, and then you can drive the car. So I'm not really interested in driving the car, I'm interested in the step before, where I have all the sensors and I want to perceive the environment and also build a map of the environment.
We can see similar technology at work in Shenzhen's public transport. While it may look like a normal bus, it actually is controlled automatically. The bus avoids pedestrians, speeds up, slows down, brakes for emergencies, overtakes other cars, and navigates traffic lights. And while there's a driver in place for safety, during the entire route, his hands never touch the wheel and his feet never hit the brakes.
We are driving on the campus of Shanghai Tech in our smart car. It's a car that we equipped with lots of high-tech sensors, which are very similar to the ones in autonomous cars. But our sensors deliver data in a higher rate and in much higher resolution. So our idea is to collect all the data that future autonomous cars will use. Right? So currently, companies make do with very low resolution data, and we want to use very high resolution, very high frequency data to make autonomous cars even better, even safer.
This is the kind of data that could come in handy here in China and beyond.
China has quite an advantage because on the one hand it has a very big consumer market which would maybe absorb those products really quickly. Also because the Chinese people are really eager to use new technology.
With this big SUV, it's luxurious, very quiet. It also has a very good sound system. Let's try the karaoke bit, but to do that, we need to park the car.
Skirts, I wear t-shirts, she's cheer captain, I'm on the bleachers.
Electric vehicle sales have exploded in recent years. There are 129 brands in China, but just 20 have managed to achieve a domestic market recognition.
Compared to a few years ago, there's no more new entrants into the Chinese EV market. That's a good thing. I think Xiaomi probably is the last brand you will see coming into this new EV sort of market. Even though in the last 4 or 5 years, every year you see entrants about 4 to 5 companies. What's actually happening is that a lot of these, early players are exiting the scene. You saw a number of brands actually exiting the competition in the last year. You saw the consolidation happening.
China views new energy vehicles as a critical emerging industry, and it's an important component to bring emissions of planet-warming carbon dioxide to a peak by 2030 and then reduce them to net zero by 2060.
Chinese customers are now more attuned to fast-evolving digitization, internet stage, and smart technology inside their vehicles, using voice, using large screen, and relying on more smart driving technologies. That's also already becoming a hallmark of Chinese products. And I think that's still early for the European customers. So it will take time, but I think ultimately technology will converge. Just like smartphone united the global market. When it's introduced, people still relying on, pushing the buttons and doing the phone. But now everyone's using the smartphone the same way. And I think smart vehicles will have the same trend, and we're very confident about that.
May I introduce you to Dr. Miro of China?
He's Mr. Car.
Do you know this car can rotate in a different position?
Then he's gonna perform the trick.
Oh, wow.
You see,
here it
each
goes.
wheel is rotating in different directions, and the car.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.